You know exactly what you want to say. No, I can't this weekend. That doesn't work for me. The words are right there. And then someone asks you for something, and what comes out of your mouth is, yeah, sure, I can do that, followed immediately by that familiar sinking feeling in your chest. If you've ever said yes while every part of you was screaming no, this video is for you. Because the problem was never that you don't know your limits. It's something much deeper. So, here's the real question. If you know your boundary and you want to hold it, why does your body betray you the second it's time to say it out loud? Psychologists call this a boundary collapse response, and it's rooted in something researchers call fawning, a lesser-known cousin of fight, flight, and freeze. When your brain perceives a social risk, like disappointing someone or being seen as difficult, it doesn't always fight or flee. Sometimes it appeases. It scans the room, predicts the other person's reaction, and overrides your own preference to keep the peace. This isn't weakness. It's a survival strategy your nervous system learned works, because somewhere, at some point, it did. And culture makes this so much worse. We're taught from childhood that good people are agreeable people. Good employees don't push back. Good partners don't complain. Good friends are always available. Saying no gets quietly relabeled as selfish, dramatic, or ungrateful. So you learn to perform ease. You learn to make your needs small enough that no one has to deal with them. And slowly, holding a boundary starts to feel like breaking a social contract you never agreed to sign. Here's what's happening under the surface. The moment you even think about disappointing someone, your amygdala, your brain's threat detector, fires as if you're in actual danger. Your body releases cortisol, your heart rate ticks up. This is the same stress response that would trigger if you were facing a physical threat, just quieter. That's why saying no can physically feel unsafe, even when you're an adult, in a safe room, with someone who loves you. Your nervous system isn't reading the situation, it's reading the pattern. So why does this hit some people so much harder than others? Usually, it comes down to what role you learned to play early on. If you grew up as the responsible one, the peacekeeper, the one who kept things calm, your identity got quietly built around being needed, not around being honest. Saying no doesn't just risk someone else's disappointment, it risks the version of yourself you've spent years constructing. Think back. Was there a time saying no cost you something? A relationship, approval, someone's warmth toward you? Your brain remembers that moment far better than it remembers the 1,000 times boundaries went fine. So now even a small ask can quietly reopen that old memory, and your body reacts to the echo, not the actual moment in front of you. But here's the shift worth sitting with. The same sensitivity that makes boundaries hard is the same sensitivity that makes you deeply attuned to other people. You read rooms well, you notice what others miss. That isn't a flaw to fix, it's a skill to redirect. The goal was never to feel less. It's to let that awareness serve you, not just everyone else. And if this is you, you are not broken and you are not alone in this. Some of the most emotionally intelligent, thoughtful people struggle the most with boundaries precisely because they care about impact more than most people do. Struggling with this isn't a character flaw, it's evidence of how much you consider other people. Learning to hold a boundary isn't about becoming colder or less caring. It's about including yourself in the list of people you care about. If this described you more than you expected, tell me in the comments. What's the hardest boundary for you to hold? Work, family, friendships? I read everyone, and this channel exists because of conversations like that. And if you want to go deeper than a 10-minute video allows, I'm putting together a short guide on rebuilding boundaries step by step. Links in the description if you want it.